what people wouldn't understand with dialysis patients is, especially with PKD, I don't produce red blood cells anymore, which means I don't produce oxygen. And with a dicky heart, it becomes a bit of a problem. I really have to manage my heart rate and how I train, so that I don't just run out of gas and just have to sit in the corner. So the hardest thing is the battle of going from competitive, well, in my own head, I'm competitive athlete, someone who just loves being in the mix, to not being in the mix anymore, having to stand back and watch most of it. You know, I can't row surf boats anymore. I can't jump back on a rugby field, and even if I wanted to. And that, without fail, is the hardest part, that mental adjustment. But again, with CrossFit and my community and everyone around you, I would hate to be doing this journey on my own, you know, just hanging out. Like, I see some people and they are just on their own, you know, and you see they're miserable. You know, they're if you go into a dialysis ward or any chronic disease ward, which, Dave, I'm sure you've been in a million of them, there's people in there that they're just giving up. They're not, they're just waiting to die, basically. So it's kind of that whole thing, get busy living or get busy dying, one of the two. There's no middle ground. So for me, it's like, well, pull your head in, get on with it. There's people in way worse conditions than you, buddy. And that's the thing to remember. There are people worse off, way worse off than what I am. So, and like I said, I think that CrossFit has given me the background to deal with it and the inner circle now to be able to keep moving forward and just do whatever I do. The goal in the long term is to beat this thing. That's what I'm hoping.
I love that.